Hi world, welcome back to my channel. This is Ruchel again, and again my channel is all about money and happy life, money for investment, for the retirement, and happy life, just enjoying life for today. Since we just bought a house, my topic for today is the tips on how to buy a house here in America. This is based on what I observe and what I experience when we are in our journey to buy our house. So I just want to share you guys so you will get more prepared than us, because we are not prepared but we made it. But it's more easier if we are prepared, okay? And we don't know before, because this is my first time to buy a house here in America, and also the first time for my husband. Even my husband is already in his retirement, but this is his first time to buy a house, because when he was in the Navy, the government will give them a house, or it's either they will leave to the area where all the active duty is and the family are living in. There is like a kind of compound with a lot of houses, and it's given to them while they are on active duty, or they will rent outside that village or compound, and then the government will give them money for the rent. So I can understand why my husband did not invest during his younger age, because when you are active duty, when you are in the Navy, you will be assigned. He was assigned in Hawaii, he was assigned in San Diego, and anywhere. He traveled in a submarine, so it's I understand. And before we met and he was already retired, he did not buy a house as well, because he have a good retirement and he can afford to rent a house. So it's his first time as well, so we really don't know what is the process and what are the requirements. So this topic for today is also a help for those people who is in their first time to buy their own house, okay? And what are the things that you need to do before you plan to buy a house that will help you to give you a less interest rate and a good deal for your house. The first one, example guys, it's better if you really plan what year you want to buy the house. It's not like that happened to us, that is like we thought it will be in the first quarter of 2023, then suddenly it happened in February 2022. But it's a good thing, because I have a lot of investment and my husband have a lot as little savings, so we combine it together and we make it. So yeah, that's the reason why we make it without uh, borrowing money to anywhere. So even we have our own house right now, it's already ours, and all we have is just a mortgage in the bank. We don't borrow anybody or anywhere that have another interest, so we don't do that. So we're just lucky. So this is the tips for you guys to buy a house. Again, if you want to buy a house, plan it. You talk to your wife or your husband when we are going to buy a house. Example, okay, honey, maybe we'll buy a house next year, so at least you have at least 1 year to prepare, because that will really help you guys to lower your interest rate and to have a good mortgage interest, APR, and the interest rate, plus then it will affect your monthly payment, okay? That's really big help. So first one is clean up your debt. Before you plan to do mortgage to your house, clean up your debt, at least your credit cards. So if you, it's good thing guys, because I have 7 credit cards, but I don't, again, if you will watch my old videos, even I think now I have 8 credit cards. Even I have 8 credit cards, I did not use all of them. I only use a little money for like $10 for one each credit card. I will run like $10 to $15 each for the 7 credit cards, and I just focus to use the one card that have a good cashbacks, and then in the end of the month I will pay everything. The reason why I do that, guys, watch my video. The title is how to increase your credit score. That's is in there. That's where the explanation why I do that. Okay, so again, clean up your debt, because when you apply, guys, for a mortgage, they will look how much you owe to anywhere. They can see it. They can see how much you owe for this credit card. Example, you have Bank of America, you have a Capital One, you have a American Express. Is that American Express? Amex. American Express, right? I don't know. If you have Discover, they will see it. They will see it when you will apply for a loan. They will all see how much you owe from each of those cards. And if you have a car loans, that's okay, as long as you can pay it for the monthly for your car loans, for your mortgage, as long as you do your budgeting, guys. But as possible, clean up your debt, because it will help your credit score. By doing that one, guys, if you clean up your debt, you also have a financial freedom. So at least when you do your monthly mortgage, it's not that so heavy to your pocket every month. It's not like you have your mortgage payment, you have your car loan payment, you have your student loan payment, and you have those credit cards left and right. Believe me, guys, it's so stressed. Again, we have to find ways to be stress-free life, happy and stress-free life. Okay, that will really help you guys. The second one is, if you are planning to buy a house and apply for a mortgage, unless you will pay cash to the whole amount of your house, but that's most of the average people like me, we cannot afford to do that. We have to face the reality. We do mortgage. So when you are planning to buy a house, please do not open any credit cards within 6 months. Example, you plan to buy a house or find a house on December 2022. So 6 months before December, do not apply any credit cards, because they will see on it as well. The lenders, guys, is so sensitive for that. It will help you also, guys, to get approved. Okay, because the lenders will look on your credit score, will look on how many debt you have, how much debt you have, because they want to make sure that you can pay back to them monthly. That's the reason why you will get approved. That's a part of requirements for you to get an approved loan. Number 3 on my list is, please save at least 20,000 US dollars, because as we do VA loan with zero down payment, because since my husband is retired. But for those who is not in the military, not on service, you will need a down payment, because most of the bank required a down payment. Okay, so that you will not having a headache of finding the money, because you will pay down payment, guys, plus a closing cost. So down payment and a closing cost. Okay, because that's what happened, guys. I will just look back when we apply our mortgage. I remember, if you will watch my previous videos, guys, the title is my journey to buy our house. That's it's in there. When we do a shopping on lenders or a company where we apply for a mortgage, we do a shopping online, who is a better deal. I remember, guys, because that time, if you will watch that video, my money, I have money, but it's in the investment, but the stock market is so down, so I cannot, I don't want to sell it. So before I don't want to sell it, then there's one lender company. I said, we cannot give the 10,000. What if we cannot give the 10,000 closing cost? Can we just add on that one to the money that we're going to loan from you guys? Guys, they said, okay, you will not. Your closing cost will only 2,000. From 10,000 goes to 2,000. and that 8,000 guys, they will add on that one to the principal amount, the amount of the land, of the house and lot that we're going to buy, but they will increase the interest rate for like 1.2%. Imagine that. Just adding the 8,000 to the principal amount that we're going to loan from them, they will add 1.2%. 1.2% for a 400,000 US dollar amount of the house is very big money, guys. Okay, imagine this, guys. From 3 point something, our interest rate will be almost $5 because we just add the closing cost to the principal. Oh, I told my husband, no, I will find ways that I will get my money from my investment. Even that investment, I don't care if I lose money from my investment. I will sell that. I will sell that stocks. But I'm so lucky that after a week the stock market go up. Stock market, guys, is up and down, up and down. I just wait that it go up, like very early in the morning it go up. I sell it right away. But there's one stocks that I did not sell until now because I lost, like, if I will sell it right now, I lost like about $600, and that's too much. It's so big amount that I will lose. So I didn't. That's the reason why I borrow money from my retirement, because of that stocks that sold down. So that's one thing, guys. Before you buy a house, plan it a year and save it at least 20,000 US dollars at least, because it will really affect your interest rate, plus it will affect your monthly payment the moment you have that house. Okay, the fourth on my list is, I don't know if I have the right numbering, guys, but you just count yourself. I'm already, I don't know if what is my number right now, but the next one is find a house, guys. Find the house that you want, not because that is on sale. Yeah, there's a lot of open house. Just find the best that you think that a good place to live in, to make a home, because it's useless if you will buy that house because that is cheap, and then the place is not safe, and then the place is so far from your work, the place is so far from grocery store. Guys, the gas right now is super expensive, so you have to consider that one. If you will buy a house, first look the house if that is enough for the family that you have. Look if the house is a good neighborhood. Look if it is safe. Look if that is near to the company that you work in, so at least you will not consume a gas going back and forth to your work. Look if it's accessible to stores, and especially the traffic, guys. You'll cause a lot of gas on traffic. As possible, I'm so lucky. That's the reason why I like the house where we live in right now, because it's just like only 3 miles from my work, and I don't need to go to the interstate highway, or to beat the traffic in a traffic time, like the time where all the traffics are so heavy. I'm not going to the big interstate highways. We are just in the in the small street, and there's no traffic at all. So that's the reason why I like the house that we have. And then you have also to consider if that is a good house to live in at least 10 years to 20 years. Like if that is like us, our house is just near to my work, near to the airport, near to the downtown Las Vegas, near to the stores, near to everything. So that's why I told my husband that's the house I want to have. The next steps that I will give you guys is, do not do big deposits or withdrawals in your account, in your bank account, in your savings account 6 months before you apply the loan. Because if you will put a big account, or you will deposit or withdraw, guys, they will ask you where is that money came from, especially the deposits. Like me, I'm not prepared. So when my friend told us that she will sell the house, and I sell my stocks because I am also a stockholder in the company I work in. I sold my stocks on my company, but not my Roth, guys. The Roth 401k, I did not touch it. My Roth 401k and my 401k, I never touched those things. So I have also a stock on the company I work in, so I sold that one. So that's a big money. And I sold my individual investment, which is that is not my retirement. That's where I put my emergency because I have never learned, right? So I sold that one. It's a big money as well in there. And then I sold 3,000 US dollars from my Roth IRA. So I deposit to my account that big money. They will question me, guys. They will ask proof that where that money came from, and it's a headache, guys, especially me that I'm working. They will call in the middle of my work that they need it. It's good thing that my husband is not working. It's good thing that my husband is retired. At least even I'm at work, my husband can open my account and print everything that they need. Believe me, it's a headache. So don't ever deposit big money on your account 6 months before you buy a house, so you will not be being questioned. It's okay if you like mine, my bank account, because I have a lot of bank account. I have one saving account and two checking account. I have other checking account under Bank of America. That's where my work payroll account. That's where my work deposit my salary every 2 weeks. So that's okay if that is from salary, from your payroll. That's okay. But for big amount to deposit, just avoid doing that 6 months before you will buy the house. So my last one is find a good lender. Based on my experience, guys, if you will watch my previous video about my journey to buy a house, that's in there. My advice, guys, as possible, look for a mortgage loan directly to the bank. Okay, don't get to the lender company because they are very expensive. On our experience, it's like 6,000 US dollars more than the bank compared to that first one that we are pre-approved. There are 6,000 more for the closing cost. Do shopping for a company where you will apply for mortgage and look for a lower interest rate, lower APR, and also lower closing cost. Because if that is all lower, guys, your monthly payment or monthly mortgage payment will be less as well. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot, and good luck, guys, for your journey to buy your own house as well. Good luck for that. I wish you guys will get the house that you want and you will be happy to leave that house. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and see you on my next video. And please subscribe my channel, and I promise you guys I will try my best to inspire you guys, that average people like me can get whatever we want as long as we work hard to get it. And also, don't forget to pray and ask guidance to God. Thank you guys. See you on my next video, and be safe out there. Bye bye.